They told me for years there was no money in podcasting. Well, they were all wrong.
But we are Tarashuks.
We are.
We are Tarashuk, and this is Talk with Tarashuks. So, our family is fucking weird.
Oh, man.
How would you describe our family to people out there?
Very interesting.
How so?
We're just a huge group of people just enjoying life, as I see it.
Mm-hmm.
And we just have a different output on different aspects of the world. And even though we could get in some disagreements, we still love each other.
We do. It's just like if you've seen that movie of the family that fights together and like lives together and breathes together and has fun together, it's like that's us.
Yeah,
that's us. I mean, it helps that Papa and Mimi had 6 boys.
Yeah,
and
6 boys,
a
girls.
lot of cousins. So there's my dad, the oldest.
Yes.
Your dad, the second oldest. Then there's Phil, Paul. No, Phil. I know this, but now that I'm on recording, and I'm on air. It's Rich, Mike, Phil, Chris, Paul, Matt.
Yeah, I
that's
believe
the order.
so. Yeah,
that's the order. No, that's the order. I know it.
That is the order. Okay,
that's guaranteed.
Okay.
So like, every time I walk into that house, I just can't believe that 8 people used to live there.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine, and with all the additions that they put in, it's hard to see, like the living situation back then in like the 60s, 50s.
But like Mimi and Papa's house is a relic. Like it is.
It really is.
It's just a relic. Like I know I talk a lot about how much I love New Jersey, I love my family, the cousins, but really, I love the house. The house is like the best part. You walk in, it's just like whoa, it's different. So like
it's like frozen in time.
Yes, that's a great way of putting it. So, you know my friend Jared, right?
Yes,
the black guy.
Yeah,
Jared Laverne, CEO of Ambiguous Podcast Solutions. He walks into that house and he's just like, this is some white people shit. It is. It's some white people. It's like you got JFK and the Pope on plates in the kitchen.
Typical like American, like, and we have like some Polish roots in us, so it's like you got the Pope John Paul II.
Yep.
Which is huge in the Polish culture. He's like treated as a god, basically.
Was he Polish?
He was.
So that's why.
Yeah, he's actually from Poland.
I don't know why I always thought he was Italian.
Because typically it's always like Italians.
Italian, the Vatican. Yeah.
So the Vatican is technically in Rome.
Italy, even though it's its own entity.
Yeah.
So that's why Mimi loves the Pope.
Yeah.
So why did they love JFK?
Catholic.
Roman Catholic. Yeah.
Roman Catholic. JFK.
60s.
Jackie, Kennedy, Onassis.
Right, because they
both
were
Catholics.
Mimi and Papa would have been what, in their late 30s? When Kennedy was assassinated? Late 30s, early 40s, in that time range?
Yeah.
Because, like, I know Kennedy was great with young people, or, like, people your and my age.
Yeah.
So I think Mimi and Papa was maybe just 5 years outside that bubble. But that was the only thing I was confused. Was like, why the fuck do you love the Kennedys?
I think they wanted to hold on to that young person attitude, even though Mimi still thinks she's young, but she's up there.
Yeah, she's 89? Just turned 89?
Just turned 88, actually.
Just turned 88 and loves CNN. So she is the furthest thing from young.
Yes, but hey, great mindset. Still living at the age of 88.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
I mean, she's in great shape.
Yeah, she's in great shape. My our grandfather was in sort of fair shape.
He's a little rough.
Yeah.
I love telling the story because I got Crohn's.
Yeah.
And Papa had diverticulitis.
Yeah.
Right. So people say, well, what's Crohn's like? I'm like, well, it's like this, but it could be worse because Papa couldn't eat anything.
Yeah, he had
Nothing.
so many parts taken out of him.
Yeah, like I tell people, like, he had 4 feet of his intestines removed.
Yeah.
You know how long a small intestine, large intestine is like 6 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, that's like almost all of it. No, it's a small intestine. Small intestines, I think, is like 12 to 14 feet. And if you stretch it all the way, it's like the size of like a tennis court.
Mm-hmm.
It's either one way or it's one way around a tennis court. I think it's just corner to corner.
Yeah.
So 4 feet is a lot.
It goes a long way.
Did I ever tell you the story of how the first time we drove down to South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, we took Papa's car. Remember the purple one?
Oh, the Cruiser, the PT Cruiser.
No, the other one, the longer one. It was purple or blue, but it was a bigger car than my dad's Corolla or the Camry.
Mm-hmm.
So he took that car, and he got.
Oh yes, now I remember. Yes.
Yeah, so he took that car, and Papa got a speeding ticket in the mail.
That's right. He was telling me about that.
In like North Carolina. So what Papa did to get out of it, he's like, listen, I got diverticulitis. I had to take a shit.
And he got out of it.
Like, he got out of it. He's like, listen, I have a medical condition. I had to speed to get to a bathroom.
Yeah. But if one of us did it, it's like, yeah, no, fuck you.
Yeah, my dad was driving.